Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be talking about NIO stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be talking about NIO, and people are asking a lot of questions about NIO stock ever since their earnings report yesterday. As you guys know, NIO did report earnings yesterday, and their earnings were actually pretty good, right? Their losses did narrow a lot, and they're expecting even more revenue by the next quarterly report, which is absolutely huge for the stock itself. Analyzing the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd September 12th of 2018, up 651%. Looking at the 1-year chart, up 2,298%. And the 3-month chart is up 215%. But it's leading people to ask the question, yes, NIO has experienced a lot of growth over the last year, but why is NIO stock dropping after earnings if their earnings were actually pretty good? Well, there's a lot of reasons why NIO stock is currently dropping, guys. One, people probably expected better earnings from NIO. And what do I mean by that? NIO did very, very well on their earnings. They did beat their revenue and they did beat their expectations. But people probably thought that NIO stock in itself was going to have a lot better earnings, which probably caused the stock to fall in itself. And as you guys know, a lot of companies tend to fall after earnings, even though they do good on their earnings, right? And it's leading people like, is NIO stock going to keep falling? I really want to get in NIO stock, but is it going to continue to dip? For me, I don't actually see any lower price point of NIO currently in the next couple of months. Yes, it can fluctuate, to $43 or $44, but I don't see NIO having any more significant pullback, because the reason is, if you guys looked at the quarterly report and you looked at the earnings, they're expecting even more growth and even more revenue in the next coming quarters, guys, which goes to show a lot about NIO as a company and NIO stock in itself. It shows that NIO is expanding, and it shows that NIO is going to be selling even more vehicles, which in turn is going to lead to better earnings, guys. In my personal opinion, I think people should buy NIO stock at $45. Obviously, everything I say in my video, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But if you take a look at NIO and the history of NIO in itself, it's continuously just getting better and better at what it's doing. Based out of China, it's already expanding to Europe. Soon enough, it's going to be expanding to the United States. It's always getting analyst upgrades from a lot of different companies because there's a lot of bullish sentiment behind NIO in itself. They're consistently beating their delivery estimates, which means that they're selling more and more cars. Yes, Citron Research did publish a report, which probably did help to the fall of NIO stock, basically saying that NIO's value right now cannot be justified, saying that NIO is basically only worth $25 a share. But I don't agree with that one bit, because NIO in itself, based on its earnings, based on its quarterly reports, and based on its delivery estimates and the bullish sentiment behind NIO as a company, it goes to show that NIO is here to stay, and NIO is going to be a top EV company. You guys have to understand that this company is now evaluated bigger than General Motors, which General Motors has actually been in the game a lot longer than NIO has. General Motors has been selling cars for a very long time, and the fact that NIO is currently sitting bigger than General Motors goes to show that NIO as a company is expanding very, very quickly, guys. You guys also have to understand that we're in the midst of a pandemic right now, and the fact that NIO has been able to experience all this growth and been able to beat its delivery estimates and even put in good earnings or decent earnings goes to show that NIO is headed in the right direction, and we can only start expecting more growth from NIO. Like I said, my price target on NIO stock by the end of the year is $60 to $75, and I do think NIO stock is going to be going to $100 well into next year. And the reason I say this is because NIO is just starting to reach the pinnacle of the growth. As you guys know, the EV market has just started to mature. The want of the EV market and EV cars and battery-powered vehicles has just started to emerge. The popularity has just occurred, and the demand is there, which goes to show that NIO on itself is going to continue growing. If you guys take a look at Tesla, for example, back when Tesla was founded back in 2003, there wasn't much of a want of EV vehicles, right? A lot of people thought that battery-powered cars were very out of date. A lot of people thought that battery-powered cars weren't going to make it. But looking at it 17 years later, guys, NIO continues to do very, very well for itself, and NIO stock has surprised so many people. Even when it came to Tesla, a lot of bears thought that Tesla was going to fail. People thought that Tesla was not going to be where it's at today, but it leads people to also ask the question, guys, is NIO gonna catch up to Tesla one day? I know for a certain fact that NIO is gonna be a top competitor to Tesla stock. And the reason I say this is because, one, they do the exact same thing, right? So if you take a look at NIO, they produce luxury EV cars just like Tesla. Tesla, obviously being a bigger company, it makes the competition for NIO a lot more difficult. But the thing is, NIO is proving itself time and time again to show investors that it's here to stay. And a lot of investors love NIO stock. On top of all that, you also have a lot of big time investors sinking a lot of money into NIO, and there's many reasons for that, guys. There's many reasons why so many investors are going out of their way to buy NIO stock. It's because they see the long-term potential. If you guys were to analyze NIO and take a look at NIO stock overall, guys, imagine where NIO could be in 5 years if it keeps up this trajectory of growth, right? NIO could potentially be a $200 stock, a $300 stock. And do I think one day that NIO, with the same trajectory of growth and how they're actually tackling things right now, can reach $300 or $400? Yes, I do believe that NIO is going to get bigger from here, guys. It's pretty obvious based on how the company in itself is doing. NIO is doing very well for itself. It continues to expand. It's keeping its brand name clean. And guys, even looking at the 1-year chart, the growth does not lie, guys. Up 2,284%. Guys, at the beginning of the year, this thing was trading at $2 a share, which goes to show that this thing was a mere penny stock. And the fact that it's been able to come all this way, being bigger than General Motors, getting analyst upgrades left and right, and even having analysts say that NIO is going to be an iconic brand, it's going to be a top EV company, goes to show a lot about the merit of NIO. It goes to show that NIO is here to stay, and the amount of growth it's experiencing is just absolutely huge, guys. You guys have to buy NIO stock. You don't know that, when NIO stock is just going to continue climbing at this point, guys. I don't think NIO stock is going to continue to sink. Like I said, they put up good earnings, so it's very common for stocks to fall after earnings. But right now, guys, I would take the opportunity and actually buy NIO stock right now at $44.90. I do think it's worth the investment, and I've been saying NIO's been worth the investment ever since it was $10 a share. I think NIO still has a lot of room to grow. And we have NIO Day coming up at the beginning of the year. They're going to be unveiling all sorts of cool products, guys, and where the company is going to be headed. On top of all that, they're also releasing a bigger and better battery, and they're currently working on a self-driving chip. So it goes to show, guys, that NIO has a lot of stuff going right now for itself. I don't think that this is going to be the end of NIO's growth. Actually, I just think that NIO's growth has just started to begin, guys. I think that NIO is going to be growing for a very long time. Pick up NIO stock, guys. It is going to be worth it for you guys in the long run. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of NIO stock. Do you think NIO stock can hit $100 by next year? Do you think NIO stock will one day be bigger than Tesla? If you guys own NIO stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.